But this thing of people saying that we're being brought in so that we can vote for the government. Most of the refugees that are coming in right now, be it from Somali, be it from South Sudan, be it from Sudan, Burundi, Congo, most of them are coming because of what they are going through back at home. You'll find that currently, let's say right now, Sudan, not South Sudan, because Sudan and South Sudan is like South Korea and North Korea, right? Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. They think we're still one country. We separated in 2011. So right now, Sudan, that is the northern part, is now that is in the most critical conditions that are happening. The so-called massacres that are happening in Sudan because of the RSF forces that are fighting the current government. So they retaliate by killing civilians so that they can be consequences of government not accepting the conditions that they want. So a lot of people have ran into Ethiopia. A lot of people from Sudan they've become refugees in Ethiopia. Others have now even become refugees in South Sudan, where we separated with them, like let's say 14 years ago. So a lot of them right now are coming into Kenya because of such conditions. That is the main issue. Unless if there's something happening behind us that we don't know, because we're almost near to the election time here in Kenya, anything can now be politicalized. But people should not take advantage of this status to create something so that they can somehow they can somehow have what we call sympathy attention towards them for their status and all of that. So just know that a refugee from Rwanda, from Congo, from Burundi, from South Sudan, they've been forced outside of their country because of what they're going through, and they cannot somehow stay where they are. So they think that Kenya is their safest place, that they can come, somehow maybe have a life, even if it's not that much of what they used to have back at home before everything went south. At least there's something here that you can somehow sit down, think about life, and see what is next. So, but the status itself, it's something that I'll never wish even on my worst enemy. Trust me. That status alone, the refugee status, because I was born in the camp. So basically, I was born in as a refugee because my parents are the ones that somehow had a similar journey to what you were saying when you went to Libya and all of that. So my parents, there was a civil war in South Sudan back in 1992. So by the time it was around 1994, everything had worsened. So they had to flee the country. They passed through some counties within the country, and then they now came to the border of Kenya and South Sudan. So they came now into Kenya, and then a year later on, I was now born within the camp. So I've been a refugee my entire life, and I'm still a refugee because even as we speak right now, I always make sure I walk with my ID in my pocket, because anytime maybe I meet controlled, I'm met outside here. Let's say you may be inside the country legally. Okay, it's their right to ask, because you never know who's inside the country. But having to have that in mind every time you're going outside, it's very traumatizing, right? Yeah, it's very traumatizing. So it's a status that people think it's just something that is just there. But if I had the capability to get rid of something, that's one of the things that I will totally get rid of. But as you said earlier, we never wished this on ourselves. It happened because of conditions back at home, and I'm sure we will not be refugees forever. And that is why some of the things that we're doing right now, some of the things, the advocacy that you're doing, is also helping refugees in other places. So I'm sure the next generation that is gonna see this will learn on how to avoid this and how to be good for yourself. So